Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna go over my trade today on DTSS. Trade Zero's update is still kind of messed up, so you can see my errors and their executions are way on the side of the chart, and really they're supposed to be out here in the morning. Um, but this is my setup. This is my go-to. This is what I like. Unfortunately, this one didn't have a ton of range, honestly, so I didn't get my targets. But again, it's more of a safer trade that way. And the other thing is it didn't really have a lot of volume, um, so it kind of was slow and a little bit choppy. Um, but I'm looking for this met all the criteria that I need for my trade. And if you guys are still unsure, just go and look at that PDF file in the pattern criteria room, and you guys will see what I'm looking for. But Um, I wanted to push to 230s back into these pre-market levels, and that's what we got. But I didn't get a good execution. I got more or less near VWAP off of the open. Let me switch to a 3-minute chart. Um, you can kind of see that like the first couple minutes it pushed. It was shy of VWAP, and then it just stuffed back down to 212. I'm like, oh crap, I missed this trade. I was like, oh, it's done now. But I was like, you know what, whatever. I missed it. I missed it. I'm not gonna chase it down here at the lows. I'm gonna wait for, if it does miraculously push back into those levels, and you can see on this candle here, push back to 230. I think 230 was the exact top. Yeah, 230. So I got in there. Um, but I didn't get it. I was still a little bit early. I got, under VWAP. But again, not a bad entry considering this chart. Again, I was hoping for 230, and maybe I should have put out my limit order out there over VWAP, but I decided to go with the market order. But um, I got my um, I got my short entry there, and then it was all about just waiting and letting the chart do its thing. And so that's what I did, and I got the exact bottom, or almost the exact bottom. I covered here at 202, and it looks like the bottom of this candle was 201. So 1 cent away from the bottom. If I had gotten like a 228, 229 entry, this would have been a huge, or a much bigger trade. But because again, the range is small, so I was taking more shares to accommodate for that. And then it was just basically, it was kind of using this line all the way down. It was basically just selling VWAP. All the pops were just kind of sold into, so it was not really a complicated trade, to be honest. But you can see this line that they were just selling against. And then it bottomed out around 11 a.m., where my cover was, and now it's kind of just going sideways and doing its thing. So, um, but this was a good trade, guys. A few other things to kind of take into consideration is that this stock had already started going down pre-market, as opposed to, let's say, ADXN. Pre-market was actually pushing up near the highs. Um, and that sometimes can make all the difference in if the trade is going to work out or not. The other thing is, the daily was nice. You know, most most of the times that it pushed on volume, it generally failed, so that's a great sign as well. Um, so solid work everybody who took the short. It was a solid trade. And again, I really wish it would have gone down to the 190s, but it just didn't really have. It seemed like the volume to keep pushing down, and it was choppy and wicky, and I was just like, you know what, I'll just take the $2 flush if it comes, and it did, and that's where I took it off. But still a very solid trade. Again, if unfamiliar on how to trade this or what I'm looking for, check out that PDF that's got everything we need.